People, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and the most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo, my people. It has been another beautiful day for a protest and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you. The front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people, all in all, it has been another beautiful day for a protest and I enjoyed every moment of my time on the front line. And it is, as you know, when I have finished protesting and I've brought you an update as to what transpired while I protested, it is always my pleasure and delight to bring you something from the word of the Most High God. My people, this morning, what I'm going to tell you is why Cain killed Abel. Many of people who have got degrees in theology, doctorate, masters, and whatever they want to say they have, would have preached on this topic before. I am just nobody. And let me tell you why Cain killed Abel. And I'm not even going into your prophet's writing. I'm just using the simple old Bible. The first thing you have to come to understand is, from since AD 70, the Caucasians took possession of the scriptures. After the quiet rebellion of the Israelites in Israel, what did they do? They loot the temple of the Most High God. They stole all of the furnishing and all of the scriptures from the temple of the Most High God. And after they finished that, they burnt the temple of the Most High God, fulfilling prophecy. Now, they also gather up all of the Israelites in Israel and they ship them back to Rome as slaves. That was the first time our people were enslaved on foreign soil. Yes, that was the first time our people was enslaved on foreign soil. Let me give you a little history before I get into the middle of this matter. Do you know who built the Roman Colosseum? It was built by our people, the Israelites, the true Israelites of the Bible. In today's world, the children of the transatlantic slave trade. The gladiators that fought in the Colosseum were our people, the children of the transatlantic slave trade, the descendants, direct descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They don't want you to know that. They want you to believe that those gladiators were white people. Why would the Romans put their own people to fight against each other to the death? Why would the Romans unleash lions upon their own people to their own amusement? No. It was the Israelites, the direct descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Your fathers are my fathers. Black men and women. They hated us so much. They say, oh, the scripture says that you are mighty warriors. Let us see you fight against your own. But not just fight. You are fighting to the death. Now that I have a little history, let us go into the matter here we're here for. Why did Cain kill Abel? In Genesis chapter 4, verse 1 to 8, a short narrative is given there about the relationship between Cain and Abel and the Most High God. And let me read this narrative, and from there I will tell you, based on this narrative and based on one other text, why Cain killed Abel. This is what it says. Genesis chapter 4, verse 1 to 8. And Adam knew Eve, and she conceived and bore Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. Verse 2. And she again bore his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, and Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruits of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel also brought of his flock, firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel's offering, but unto Cain and his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Most High God said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why have thy countenance fallen? If thou do it well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou do it not well, sin is at your door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and you shall rule over him. And then Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. Cain rise up against Abel his brother and slew him. Many people want to tell you that the Most High God did not accept Cain's offering from the field, and that is why he killed his brother Abel. Foolishness. In the scriptures, the Most High make provision for everyone to present what they have as an offering to him. There are places in the scriptures where he asks you for flour and other things from the earth. But the daily and the other sacrifices had to be the shedding of blood. Cain's offering to the Most High was not a defiled offering, in that he offered fruits, but it was defiled because of his actions before he presented that offering. Let me tell you what Cain did. Let us go back to verse 7, and we'll find out what Cain did here. If thou didst well, shall thy offering not be accepted? And if thou do it not well, sin is at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Unto your brother Abel will be his desire, and you shall rule over him. Cain raped his brother Abel. He sodomized his brother Abel. That is why the Most High God rejected the offering that he brought to him, because the Most High had already rejected Cain. And everything that Cain did was an abomination to the Most High God. How can you come to that conclusion? Let us go to Genesis chapter 3 and read verse 16. And here is where the answer and the conclusion to this matter lies. And the Most High God said unto the woman, when he was pronouncing the judgment on the woman for violating his law of touching and eating the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil that was located in the middle of the garden. This is what he said to her. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. In sorrow shall you bring forth children, and your desire shall be unto your husband, and he shall rule over you. This means that because Adam was the one who had sex with her, who humbled her, her sexual and another desire were to him. And he was the only man that she will ever submit herself to. No other. Doesn't matter how much she says she loves you, she could only submit herself to Adam. If you notice here, the Most High pronounced the same assignment to Cain as it was to Adam and Eve. Now, here's what happened. Abel's desire would be to Cain, and Cain will lose of him because Cain overpowered his brother, raped his brother, and sodomized his brother. That is why the Most High God rejected his offering, because Cain himself was defiled, and anything he offered the Most High is the defiled offering. The Most High will not accept it. That's why the Most High said, if you did right, it would have been all right for you to bring your offering to me. Now, if Cain had to present a sacrifice, the only reason why he could not go to Abel and ask Abel for a lamb to sacrifice is because he was too ashamed to face his brother for what he did to him. Let me tell you something. If you go back, when the Most High spoke to Cain, Cain had the fear of death in him. He now came face to face with his own mortality. He said, Most High, this punishment is too hard for me. Everybody who meets me is going to try to kill me. It's the same thing that happens when a man or woman today get involved in homosexuality. They come face to face with their own mortality. They become afraid that they are going to die and everything is going to take their life. And guess what? Anyone who participates in homosexuality will die a violent death. In the same way, Abel died a violent death at the hands of his brother. Anyone who participates in homosexuality is going to die a violent death. If you know how Cain died a very violent death by accident. It is in the scriptures, but you don't know about it because you are not bold enough to peruse the scriptures, not the Bible, the scriptures, and learn the things that are written there. My people. So, the reason why Cain killed his brother Abel is because he raped his brother Abel, sodomized his brother Abel, and became ashamed. And anytime he saw Abel, he was confronted by that shame. The Most High God rejected him, and in order to deal with the shame that he was now confronted with, he slew his brother, and he himself was murdered as an old man. My name is Chief Strungblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo.